Statistics to support the poster sessions. Okay, over to you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, my name is Chuma, and that's my PhD research topic. Okay, much of the introduction and the background has been given already by a presentation done by Lyle Grant from the eThekwini municipality, so I'm not going to say much about that. I'll go straight into the assessment that, by the way, it's just preliminary studies, results of what I've done so far. So I'll just go straight into the assessment that I've done so far. So I did do some literature review, and from the literature review I've done so far, I have found a way of assessing what best practices they are using in the Giba Gorge, and from the environmental problems that they're experiencing there, such as endangered ecosystem and species, invasive alien species, pollution, that they have no problem on that, and Lao did give evidence of how much they have done to combat those problems. But the problem areas, according to my assessment that I did, the sustainable and sustainable multi-harvesting, the hunting, those two mainly. The problem is that I found that they haven't really come up with a proper strategy of addressing that. The main thing that they're doing is just doing patrols, and like for the multi-harvesting, they do paint the trees to avoid, just to stop people from getting the bark from the trees. Then the issue of access to the Giba Gorge is quite complicated, because we have the adjacent community that goes there to get muti, but the area is not supposed to be used for that, because lots of unsustainable practices are being practiced in that area by the community. So the problem is that the community wants to use the area to get muti, and the people there want to conserve for aesthetic reasons and other reasons, but then access there can only be granted to those people who are using it for aesthetic reasons, as well as non-extractive purposes. So the issue, following up on the issue of access and the adjacent community, which mainly are the Sangomas and the Inyangas, a follow-up with them revealed that they do have knowledge about sustainable practices, but whether they actually practice that, well, we can't really tell on that. And the other complication is that they don't go there themselves. Sometimes they have to send other people, and sometimes they buy it from other people who go there. So we have these commercial multi-harvesters who go to that place. So it's quite complicated when you look at that kind of network of people who go to access the resources in the Giba Gorge. So the other issue is about the conflict that exists in the area. We have the conflicts amongst property owners, issues of payments, the rates that they have to pay towards maintaining the Giba Gorge. And then we also have conflicts with the community, of course, the conflict of accessing the natural resources in that area. So what I looked at, I did categorize that as a problem area, because I feel much can be done in terms of conflicts. For instance, if intensify communication, especially with the property owners, I think much of the problems can be overcome. And then the other issue in terms of the informal community, there isn't much proactive strategy that they have come up to work together or to try to find a solution to be able to reduce the problem. So that's that area is one that needs much more work to be done, together with the issue of accessing to the Giba Gorge. So in conclusion, I strongly feel that there's need to intensify communication between the management team and the property owners. And there's also need to establish communication channels with the community in one way or the other, so that together, I believe you can't ignore that group, because it does a lot of damage to that place. So there should be a way of bringing those two groups and to be able to find solutions to the problems that exist. Okay, that's just the recommendations. And much more of this work is displayed on the poster in the poster room.
Okay, fantastic. Are there any questions? Before we get out. You're going to let her get off free? Oh, come on. Okay. Oh, there we go.
When Alistair McInnes started looking at the whole thing, he was going to use various indicator species